Right, I'm not as angry about everything this poem makes out. This is called With Thanks to Katie Hopkins. The years have been plagued with depression, fear and nagging doubt. Felt useless, worthless, helpless, and many other things became best. But recently I had a revelation, just one starting little fact, that I'm worth more than Katie Hopkins. I'm pretty happy with that. True, I don't have Katie's money or a business acumen. I've never stood before Lord Sugar or shared a cell phone with a podium that my Twitter feed is not so busy and not as widely read, but I'm pretty sure that nobody here has ever wished me dead. I'm not exactly Mother Teresa, I don't claim to be a saint, but I've spent my life helping others, trying to do what's right. I've nursed the wounded, the old, the dying, the frail, the weak, the very ones, in fact, the Katie would have shot. And I realised she's a pantomime villain, there just to make us mad. But it doesn't make it better when I realise there's no line. So I have this little fantasy that when I'm dead and gone, I get to heaven and St. Peter with a reprimand lets me through. Whereas Katie with old Pope Julius is left, is stranded at the gate. While the drowned Eritrean immigrant is the one who's having it.
Right, I'm sure everyone here has experienced the frustration of losing a sock. Where did they all go, eh? So this poem is my plea to all those socks in the world to just stop it. It's called On Chastising a Sock. Sock, where art thou, sock? Don't want to chastise you severely. This may come as a bit of a shock, sock. You see, I'm missing you so dearly. And sock, what the fuck? What the hell were you thinking? Sock, you may mock, have you been drinking? Some say you're rather odd because you've lost your washing buddy. Well, I'll say you're a little sod because you've gotten really muddy. Now, sock, I thought you used to rock, but now I can see you're a bit of a cock. So tell me, sock, is it worth a mention? Did you get lost in the sock dimension? Now you've made me swear and curse because you've buggered off from this universe. How could I have known that you were hatching schemes and plans I think it's catching? My other footwear's fled the nest. I sit, despair, is this a test? Where are you now? I've checked the washer. I sussed your game, you little tosser. There's other places that I've looked. What's the plan? You think I'm hooked? Under the car, in the bridge, down the garden path. I saw you waving from a bridge. You gotta be having a laugh. I'll bury your head right in the sand, you little bleeding muppet. Because this is you, this is my hand, and now you are my puppet. So sock my chum, please take the hit. It serves you right, you little shit. Don't mess with me and stop this dissing, or next time you'll go permanently missing. Thank you.
You alright? How's it going? Just a little preamble to this poem. Has anyone seen or witnessed or know that it is a thing that happens? That sometimes, like, builders and whatnot will heckle women for, like, the thing? You know how all of them are, without exception, wankers? Well, I wondered what it was like to be them, and that was kind of boring, so I decided to wonder what it was like if I wrote a poem in the style of, like, the old poets who, like, had a massive hard-on for big long fields. And this is what I came up with. It's called Bright Star. Bright Star, I wish I was as sexy as you. You glow like a pregnant woman, but without the bump. Your mass allows you to utilize gravity to push up your cleavage. And sailors sing sonnets about longing to sex your sex holes. Oh, flaming orb of hope and life, flash me your nipples, so that I might be blinded by your molten areolas. Bright star, who is sexier than that page 3 girl I saw at Liverpool Lime Street train station last week. Train station even. Shine your rays so that plants may photosynthesize themselves into erections molded by your glory. Bright star, I would do you. Thank you.
Can we hear me?
Yeah.
Good. This poem's called Toys. She seats me on the sofa and... She seats me on the sofa in the space where we must always sit. Tonight, we watch Toy Story, and I smile as they blur the boundary separating falling from flight. She giggles and explains to me exactly what she's watched, as though she hasn't seen it 100 times before. And her commentary remains while my eyes are on the screen, just as when these toys aren't watched, will they stay alive? But when I look over to the place where she should sit, there I see no daughter, but the spectre of a space, and that corner of the cemetery where toys attend the graves.
This poem's called To You. And if I finish now, if I give up now, if I stop, take those words with drink to the mouth. If I thought of you over me instead of under me or around me, I could stop getting sick of the sound of me, just come to me. Yes, tell you who would be bound to me, I'm gone, lucky. I blame me and I'll be alone, existing for you, not me. Because if I get finished now, if I give it a all now, how will you ever believe in another human being? How will you ever see others the chance to breathe? I've talked about myself too many times today, but it's possible to prove just for you to keep happy. Just you thought you were wrong, but you weren't. Just for you to know you opened and got hurt. Just for you, you only can become stronger. And just for you to know that will happen with me here no longer. Just for you to know. I fucking hate you. Your looks don't communicate. You don't communicate at all. You only alleviate yourself. You're fucking selfish when you don't speak. You hold the words you're going to say anyways, bleak and becoming nothing. You seek solace in your silent cop and your pharaoh face, your sorted emotion, your sequence bluffing. Now go back to the beginning of this fucking poem and see if you can read it till you fucking know 'em. I've known I'll drink with words in my mouth. Go until you fucking know it.
This is your very, very last chance. You can't force people if they don't want to, it's fine.
Got one last one.
Yeah, come on then.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't think I'll ever happen to ever do this again. This is called An Old Man's Dream. The night is cold, there is no sound, as snow lies thickly on the ground. Through the haze, a light shines bright from one small cottage in the night. It stands erect upon a hill, a lonely sight, quiet and still. As we look closely through the cold, we view foundations cracked and old. Inside, a man of many years sits rocking, white beard damp from tears. He smiles while holding photographs, his memory turning down a path. Not long ago, he had a wife who meant the world to him, his life. Children, through no fault of her own, had never filled an empty home. Yet she, her sadness couldn't hide when children laughed. and played outside. Throughout the years, their love grew stronger. Then came the day she lived no longer. The snow lay glittering on the ground, and on the step the old man found a single snowflake, golden bright, shining brilliantly that night. He smiles and prays to God aloud. His tear-stained eyes surge through dark clouds. The door now closed, his lights gone out, no noise from children now about. Now as he lies asleep in bed, his favourite dream enters his head. A dream to see the one he loves with haunting music and white doves. His youth returned, he lifts her high, as God beckons them towards the sky. And as they leave the lonely land, they both embrace while hand in hand. Yet, back at the cottage, the snow wind blows, and on the man's bed lies a rose. The man lies smiling, but life stops it seems. But I know he's joined his true dreams. Thank you.